Thanks for the invitation. I'm William Rosenfeld, CEO and co-founder of Zenpark, and we're going to talk about smart park sharing for smart cities. I don't know if you know, but there is, in large cities in Europe, one driver over four is circling for finding a parking spot in traffic. And there is 4 million parking spots available in private and corporate car parks, according to our estimates. And the solution is obvious: park sharing. Then our mission is easy to understand. We are building and operating the largest smart park sharing network in Europe in order to revolutionize the urban parking experience. We are not doing peer-to-peer. Basically, we are partnering with owners of car parks like hotels, like student residents, like social real estate landlords, like urban supermarkets. And then we transform their private car park into connected and shared car parks in only 4 hours, thanks to our technology that mixes hardware and software. Basically, for the user, the end user, the driver, it's very easy to understand and to use. You just need that. You download the Zenpark app, you locate the car parks you're interested in, you book your spot either immediately or in advance. Then you can be guided to the car park, and directly through your mobile phone, you open the gate of the car park and you park. It's easier as this. This is a model, the park sharing model we implement, which have 3 main winners. One, of course, is our drivers, just because they can park where they cannot park usually on streets, and at a very competitive price. It's typically 25 to 80% cheaper than the usual on-street tariff. The other winners are, of course, parking owners, just because we generate additional revenues to them and we provide added value services. And the last but not the least, the cities themselves, just because we provide an alternative solution for parking while removing cars from on streets. To be honest, this is a huge and very fast-growing market. We are leader in France. We operate in the 15 largest cities in France and Belgium that we launched recently, a network of 500 connected and shared car parks. We launched 2 new car parks per day, and all our car parks are market responsive. We have 200,000 customers, 1 use every 4 minutes, 6% monthly revenue growth. We launched in 2017, first in Europe, what we called smart city car parks, and 200 projects of that kind are already ongoing. 70 are already in implementation. And thanks to our customers, we save 50 tons of CO2 emissions per day. This is basically, our short and medium-term vision, but we have a B plan, a longer-term vision. And this B plan is that one. We think that we paved the way of what we call the parking as a service model. What is that? Basically, just that we introduce in each kind of parking the Zenpark tech, an intelligence that optimizes the use of each car parks. And this makes the network an enabler for all new kind of mobility. And one of these is autonomous vehicles. And I would say even more, fleet of autonomous vehicles. When yesterday we were saying no parking, no business, which is still partly true, we are convinced that tomorrow we'll say no smart park sharing, no autonomous vehicles. Everybody is focused on autonomous vehicles, devices, sales, regulations, but we are very few to think and to know that the smart park sharing is on the critical path of the implementation massively of fleet of autonomous vehicles. And we think that we're in a good position to be the largest player in the parking as a service model. In order to pursue our growth and in order to implement this vision, we are engaged since few weeks in a new financing round. There's still a small room to take. Then if you're interested in participate to our story, just let me know. Thanks a lot.
William, how much money do you want to raise?
6 million.
6 million.
Yeah.
And can you let me know the parking as a service business model with the autonomous vehicles? Is this for robo-taxis or rather for individually owned autonomous vehicles?
More robo-taxis, probably, because we think that a fleet of autonomous vehicles will be the first implementation of autonomous vehicles before the, let's say, end-user autonomous vehicles.
But the idea with the robo-taxi is that it is taxiing all the time, right, and not parking so much. So why do we need smart parking for a robo-taxi?
Yeah, just, on the basis of on-demand robo-taxis, you're perfectly right. Zone of drop-off are exactly where the, let's say, traditional commercial garage are today, but it's just a zone of drop-off. There's no parking there. Robotaxi need to park in the, let's say, a more suburban place, not where the activity is, because there's no need to really to park. And they need to equilibrate the fleet between day and night. And then the fleet need to park not at the center, and need to have intelligent car parks in order to have a discussion between vehicle and infrastructure. That means autonomous vehicles and smart park sharing.
Wow. Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, William.